Alright, hello again everyone. So I was at work today thinking about random numbers of all things. And then I started making a random number generator for my game engine, and I wanted to include seeding. If you've ever played something like Binding of Isaac Rebirth or even Worms, if you input a string or a number, you get out a certain level or a certain run in Isaac and in Worms, And I thought to myself, I wonder if people are interested in how that actually works. And I thought I'd just, give you a bit of a quick rundown on what a random number generator actually does and how it works. So this is the code on the screen here. This is very, very simple code, and I'll explain it to you in as stupidest terms possible. I don't think you're stupid, I just think coding isn't for everyone. So this thing here, okay, this is srand and the number 1. What it's doing is it seeds the random number generator with the number 1. The reason you need to seed a random number generator is the random number generator isn't random. It's just a big list. And the seed is like, okay, you're going to start at position X, whatever your seed is, or something to that extent. That's the simple version. So in this case, I'm going to seed it with the number 1. So then I'm going to go through and go 100 times. I want to just generate a random number. I'm not going to do anything with it. Just keep looping over. So I get to the 101st number, then the 101st then for a second, and then I'm going to print it out to the screen, whatever that random number is. Then I'm going to seed the random number generator with the current time. Do the same thing 100 times, and then get me the 101st number. And this bit's just so the screen doesn't close afterwards. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so you see this first number is 4,833. Second number is 26,952. Just remember those two numbers. Okay, so I'm going to exit this, and I'm going to run it again. Now you have 4,833, 10,885. The first number will always be the same, provided I don't change any code. Always be the same, because it's being seeded by the same number. That's why in, what was I watching? Some speedrun, and it uses luck manipulation. Basically, you do the same thing. You find a seed for the random number generator, and then you fuck with it. The second number is a randomly generated random number. It seems like it should be self-explanatory, but it really isn't. Random numbers are not always random. Now, the reason I was thinking about this is my version that I haven't done anything to yet, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm bringing it up. I was testing performance of, if just say like in Isaac, just say you want to use a random number for AI, like if it's one of the spiders in Binding of Isaac, you might random 4 numbers, and if it's 1, you go left, 2 up, 3 right, 4 down. But you don't want the seed to change based on how quickly you kill the spider. If the spider's dead, it's not going to pull a number out of the random number generator. So then the thought crossed my mind, okay, so how do you separate those two things? Well, the way you do that is this, okay? So let's just say we grab 1,000 random numbers, okay? And then we want to get 100 actual random numbers. And then we want to get the next number that would have been after the last random number, okay? So what I'll do is this, so you can sort of see it happening, okay? I've screwed something up. I haven't put the right number in, so I'm a dum-dum. Alright, so you see this first number here, 26,667. That is the 1,001st number from a random number generator seeded with the number 1. Then this number here, that's just some random number seeded with time. So it's as random as you can get on a computer. This number here is the 1,001st number again from the random 1 pool. And then this number again is the next number. Same thing. If I was to go here and say, so it's 1,528, okay? So if I do this, and I want the 1,002nd number instead of the 1,001st, you get 1,528. So that'll always be the same. So that gives you a bit of leeway with what you want to do with the random number generator. If you want to have it actually random, if you want to have it seeded, if you want to have some string that you put in and say, oh, whenever this string is generated, stuck with the random number generator, it will always be exactly the same. And that's what you want in some games, like Binding of Isaac, where you can go, hey, I'm playing the seed basement, which is an actual seed in that game, but it's not a random one. It's just a basement looping over and over again. Sorry, it is a random one. Yeah, it's just the first 2 levels, but it's a random level behind it, I think. But and I can go to you and go, okay, put in basement and we'll race each other or some shit, you know? So it's not possible unless you have that kind of thing. I wonder if I can... See, I've been fiddling. I know this isn't going to work. So it's going to give me an error. What if I go... I don't know if that's going to work either. Okay, it does. It crashed, okay. So you can seed it with a phrase. There's obviously better ways to do it than this. If you're a coder and looking at it in horror, I apologize. But let's just say, in the case of Isaac, the seed is basement. So when you're going through and playing the basement seed, you always get the same numbers in the same sequence, which means the rooms will be laid out the same, the enemy placement will be the same, or, you know, the item placement will be the same, the item pools will be the same, the bosses will be the same, because you can base it on this exact pool that is not tampered with between generating the levels. Because you can go, you know, oh, okay, I used up 106 numbers, but then I want to generate actual random numbers. And then I want to use the next 106 numbers to create the second level. Then I'll use another 337 random numbers. And you'll always get that exact same list. So yeah, I guess that's it. I don't know how interesting this is going to be, but if you wanted to understand a little bit about how random number generation works, that hopefully gives you a little bit. There are other ways to generate random numbers through code. There are better seeding methods. There are better random number generators, and you know you can use formulas. You can use well, I guess formulas, because everything's a formula if you think about it. You can use different ways of seeding it. You can use different things, like instead of having the word basement here and just converting it to a number, you can go, okay, basement, then you're going to convert it to a number, then you're going to times it by a random number that's seeded by time, shit like that. And eventually you get some kind of weird pseudo-ish random number generation that is more random than someone else's random number generator, so you can't predict it as much. But yeah, I guess that's it. If you wanted to know more about anything in particular and you think I could help out, just, leave a comment below. I really do enjoy talking about this kind of stuff, so it's really no trouble if you want to hear something in particular. And I hope you have a good day, night, week, year, whatever, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.